Mallory is a young bride-to-be on her way to Denver for her wedding rehearsal. She video chats with her sister, Ella, on her way there. Ella tells her that she hasn't bought her plane tickets yet because she wants to make sure Mallory is actually in love and happy with her decision. Mallory responds by telling her she is happy in a fake voice and hangs up. A few minutes later, her car breaks down. She tries calling AAA but has no service. While Mallory tries changing her clothes near the back of the car, she spots a man, Christian. She tells him her situation. He gets her car started for her and she starts to drive away but, out of guilt, stops and offers him a ride. Along the way, he starts acting odd. He talks about how fate brought them together and it was meant to happen like this. He then tells her how she couldn't deep-throat his huge cock. She stops and tells him to get out, but he pulls out a knife and tells her to drive. She notices his seat belt is off and tries to kill him by speeding toward a guardrail near a curve. They crash violently. Mallory wakes up to find the car upside down. She unhooks her seat belt, but can't get out as her leg is pinned in the seat. Christian slowly wakes up and tells her she needs to get herself out of this one and leaves her. Mallory slips on a hoodie and drinks the last bit of her water bottle. The following morning, Christian comes back and eats and drinks in front of her. He tells her how fate is a funny thing. That night, rats come in and slather around her. She kills one of them and eats a strip of its meat and drinks her own urine. Christian comes back and tells her how he's holding a family hostage. He then gives her a saw. At first, Mallory thinks he gave it to her to cut through the seat, but he tells her he doesn't expect it to and that if she doesn't cut off her leg, she's going to die. That night a huge rainstorm hits and Christian comes to say his goodbyes but she attacks him and throws his car keys outside to where he can't find them. A police car pulls up from the curve and the officer tells Christian he'll give him a ride. He hears Mallory scream but thinks he's imagining things and drives away with Christian. As the car starts to flood, Mallory starts trying to cut her leg off, but barely makes a few superficial cuts before her leg comes free due to the assistance of the flood. She goes to the cabin where Christian says he was. She witnesses him killing the police officer and sees he has killed the homeowners, while keeping the daughter, Katie, hostage. She aims a gun she found and tells him if he moves, she shoots. He attacks Mallory as Katie flees. Mallory struggles with Christian before finally pushing him off of a second-story balcony. He falls and crushes his leg into a bear trap. She limps downstairs and gives him his knife and tells him she's going to give him the same chance that he gave her. Christian succumbs to his wound and dies. Mallory limps down the road with Katie as the front door slams shut.